conversion of following compounds into the carboxylic acid. So we'll see today some of the reactions in which we have to form the carboxylic acid. So this is our objective of this topic or this session. So let us take these examples one by one. This is your ethene. So ethene in presence of HBr, so there will be the addition reaction will take place. So this will form CH3 CH2 Br, again in presence of KCN. So again it will form CN compound, and in presence of acidic hydrolysis, so this CN will convert into the carboxylic acid. So you will get here CH3 CH2 COOH. Second question, this is the ethanol in presence of PCl5, so you will get C2H5 Cl, OH is replaced by the Cl, again Cl is replaced by the Cn, so you will get in B case C2H5 Cl hydrolysis, so you will get here C2H5 COOH in presence of ammonia, so there will be removal of this one, you can see OH, so C2H5, it will be addition, it will take to form a salt. Again if you heat it, so on heating ammonia, so you will get the water released out, so this will come convert into amide C2H5CO NH2, so this will release water, so you will get this product in case of this one. So this is the Grignard in presence of CO2, so it will form CH3 COO MgBr, addition take place on the electrophilic carbon, so water, so on water this will form your acetic acid, so acetic acid plus MgBr and OH, and again in presence of lithium aluminum hydride and ether, so this will convert into CH3 CH2 OH, that is the ethanol. So acetic acid, so in presence of ammonia on heating, so this will convert into amide CH3 CO NH2, so releasing your OH plus water, dehydration take place. Again presence of dehydrating agent, so P2O5, so again water will release out, so 2 hydrogen 1 oxygen, so minus water, so this will convert into CH3CN, and again presence of concentrated HCl and cold, so what will happen, so this will undergoes and it will form C2H5, then after that not C2H5, it will form your CH3, so it will give you your CH3, then next is your CO and NH2, means again addition of water will take place over here, so this will form this product again. So this is acting as a hydrating agent and this is acting as a dehydrating agent, both are there. So this is the basic difference between this and this and this, so you have to be careful. So this is the anhydride in presence of methanol, so there will be the cleavage of this bond, so you will get the compound oxygen, so this will be OCH3 and this side will be your OAG. Now in presence of OH, sorry, it will be your OH in presence of silver hydroxide, so there is a release of water because this will attack on this hydrogen, so hydrogen plus OH will form water, it will form compound, so this is your OCH3 and this will give you OAG. So now this compound will react with the Br2CCl4, this is the Hans-Dicker method, so there will be a release of carbon dioxide, so on releasing carbon dioxide, addition of Br, so Br will be replaced by this CO2Ag, and again we will get the carbon O, and this is the OCH3, and you will get the product like this one. So this is the final product of C. So acetic acid in presence of calcium hydroxide, so it will forms your calcium acetate, so CaCH3COO whole twice. On heating, so on heating what will happen, it will forms your CH3CO, CH3 will convert to acetone, so decarboxylation will take place, again presence of KCN, so addition will take place on this carbon, addition reaction, so it will form CH3COH, and this will be your CH3 and this will be your CN, so cyanohydrogen will take place. So again by hydolysing, so this will convert into CS3, this is your OH, and this will convert into COOH. So this CN is converted into carboxylic acid. This is the 2-methyl group present on this carbon. So OH and carboxylic acid. So this is your beta hydroxy, you can say 2-methyl beta hydroxy propanoic acid. So this is the acetyl chloride in presence of palladium and barium sulfate. This is the Rosen-Munn reaction. So this will give you CS3CHO, and again in presence of potassium bicarbonate. So this will convert into your CS3, CH, then OH, then CS2CHO. So this is the aldol condensation. This is nothing but the aldol condensation. So in dilute base we are converting to aldol condensation. So on heating, so definitely OH and H will come out. So this will give you your CH. This will be CH, double bond CH and CHO. So this is nothing. This is called as the crotonaldehyde. So this is the aldol condensation. So again this is carboxylic acid reacting with the trade phosphorus Br. So this is the HBJ reaction, Hale-Vollard generation reaction. So this bromine will attack on this alpha hydrogen. So this will form here OH. This will give you Br, and this is the alcoholic potassium hydroxide in excess amount, and this is acidic medium. So this will convert into your BRH. So this will convert into alkene. So it will give you your carboxylic acid, OH, and this will change into alkene group. So in this reaction we have the final product butane. Okay, so from butane we have to take it. So the reagent is sodium ether. So this has been taken from the Wurtz reaction. So in this case D must be your Br, so ethyl bromide, and ethyl bromide is forming from HBr and H2SO4. So if you go the retrosynthesis, so this must be your alcohol, and alcohol is formed from the lithium aluminum hydride. So this B must be your it will be your COCl. That's why this is formed, lithium aluminum hydride. And what is A? So A will be your undergo PCl5. So this must be your second carbon. No, this is 2 carbon is there, so we can write alcohol. So in this case your CH uses, so this is your carboxylic acid. So from carboxylic acid we are getting this compound. So A is carboxylic acid, B is the ethanol chloride, lithium aluminum hydride. This is converted into your ethanol. This is 1, and you can write this is ethanol, CH3 CH2 ethanol, and undergoing your HBr. So this is converted into ethyl bromide. OH is replaced by the bromide, and again with the Wurtz reaction is converted into butane. So this is the back way of going retrosynthesis of this compound. So acetylene is reacting with soda amide and methyl iodide. So this will give you your CH3 C triple bond C CH3. So this reaction will take place. CH3I will react with this compound. Again Hg sulfate and mercuric sulfate in H2SO4. So this will convert into your CH3 CH2 and COCH3. This is a ketone compound, it converts ketone, and this is the iodoform reaction. CH3CO is present over here, so this will convert into your CH3, then CH2, and this is the acid. So propanoic acid is formed from this compound from propanoic acid. This compound will form CHI3, that is called iodoform. So we will get finally this product. So this is the Grignard reagent and is giving this product, and this product is formed when you take A as a epoxy ethane. So this will break down and reaction will take place. And again on hydrolysis, so you will get here 4 compound, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon is there. So it will convert into alcohol, butanol, and butanol in presence of KMnO4, so it will convert into your carboxylic acid. So this is the butanoic acid, 4 carbon butanoic acid. Acetic acid PBr3 Br2, so again HBZ reaction. So this Br will attack on the alpha hydrogen, so this will form your CH2 Br and carboxylic acid. KCN is there, so Br is replaced by the KCN, so you will get here CH2, this is your CN, and this is your carboxylic acid. Again on hydrolysis, so it is very easy, so this is converted to OH, and this is also converted to the COOH, so you will get the malonic acid. So this is the but 3-diene in presence of HBr. So the addition reaction take place here. This is the 1,4 addition. So in 1,4 addition, it will form your CH3. This is your CH double bond CH CH2 Br. So this is the 1,4 addition product, and this double bond is shifted to this double bond. So 1,4 addition will take place. Now in presence of this Grignard in ether and followed by the carbon dioxide and acidic hydrolysis, so this this product will convert into CH3, then CH double bond CH, and this is your CH2, and then again Br is first is converted by the MgBr, and using the carboxylic acid you will get the next reaction carb. So this is finally converted to carboxylic acid, because first they will form the Grignard reagent, and after Grignard reagent they will attack on the carbon dioxide. Means they will form like this thing: CH3 CH double bond CH and CH2 MgBr, and again this will attack on the carbon dioxide. So when this will attack carbon dioxide, so they will convert into carboxylic acid. Acetic acid, red phosphorus and bromine. If you take the excess quantities, so all the alpha hydrogen replaced by the Br. So we can write C, Br, Br and Br, and this will be your COOH. This all hydrogen is replaced by the Br if you take the excess quantities. Okay. Then if you use the potassium hydroxide, so this will convert into your COOH and COOH, is oxalic acid. This is oxalic acid. So all Br is replaced by the OH, and you will get the oxalic acid. Again in presence of glycerol, so if you use the glycerol, so this will convert into your CH2 double bond CH and CHOH. So this is the product of this reaction. C8H10. So C810 means first we will find the degree of unsaturation. So to make it alkane, C8H16 means not 16, 18. So 18 minus 10 by 2, so we can get 4. So degree of saturation is 4. 4 means it can be 2 double ring and 2 double bond, we can say that. So compound is formed like this. This is the carbon, and we can take this one. So in this we can see, because this is a 3 plus 1, 4 carbon is there. So we have to design in such a way 3 plus 1, 4 carbon. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon is there, and we can see that degree of unsaturation is 4. So if you do ozenolysis and hydrolysis, so this will give you product like this one. So this is the product of B and A. So we can see this is the bicarboxylic acid and the red phosphorus and Br2. So one of the alpha hydrogen is replaced by the Br. So you will get CH, Br, CS2, COH, and this is COOH. Next is this is the A compound, and in presence of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, so this compound will convert into so BrNH is your removed, so you will get compound CH, then COOH, and this will be your double bond CH and COOH. Again ozonolysis and acidic hydrolysis, so this will convert into your compound your oxalic acid COOH, and this is the COOH. So in this way we can form this oxalic acid. So this is acetic acid in presence of SOCl2, so you will get here CS3, COCl, and hydrogen, palladium, barium sulfate. This is the Rosenman reduction. So under this Rosenman reduction, this will convert into aldehyde CH3CHO, and in presence of dilute base, so dilute base aldol condensation, this will give you CH3CH double bond CHCHO, and in presence of silver oxide, so this will oxidize the aldehyde group into carboxylic acid. So this aldehyde is converted into carboxylic acid CH double bond, and this will convert into carboxylic acid. So in this way we can make the acid. So in this way you can see decarboxylation has taken place. This means this carbon dioxide is must attached with this CH3 group either side. So this compound is predicted like this one, CH3 CO, and this will be your CH2, and this will be your COOH. So from this only CO2 is came out. So this is only formed, and when this will be your OH is there. So this is the weak oxidizing agent, mild oxidizing agent. So we can write this compound as a CH3 CH then OH. So instead of this we can write OH, so that the hydrogen is attached over the this carbon, and they'll form the ketonic group, and this will form CH2 and COOH. So this is forming a ketone group. So we can see there will be the two OH group present of this carbon to form the ketone. Again on warming, the decarboxylation will take place and this will convert it to acetone. So this is the product. This is the way of reaction to get the product. So the acetyl gas is there in presence of CH3 MgBr. So this will give you a product. Methane is out, so this methane is formed. So A is nothing but the HC triple bond C MgBr. Again in presence of carbon dioxide, so this will form HC triple bond C COO MgBr, and again in presence of acidic hydrolysis, so this will give you your HC triple bond C and then COOH. So this is a carboxylic acid, and again this carboxylic acid reacting with the H2SO4 and Hg had a mercuric sulfate, and it is converted into aldehyde. So this will be your COOH is there, this will be your CH2, and this will be your CHO. So you will get this product from this one.